So in this section, we are going to discuss about the compare and contrast of the remote access methods. Remote access methods is a very important because generally we have some branch offices, we have some head office, okay, and branch office, and there is a work from home nowadays. VFH, work from home nowadays, is very popular. So in this case, we need to access the some resources. Resources may be the computer, router, remotely. We need to access the remotely. So what are the methods using to access the resource remotely, and how we can use the security on this point? Okay. So keep in mind, and this is very important topic. So remote network access required a authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization is required. So what is the authenticate? Authenticate means you will have to provide your identity, means your username and password to getting the authentication. After going to be authenticate, you will be authorized what to access or what resource you will access inside a organization by you. It is called authorization, means authorize for what? What means any object. Object may be the devices. Can you access those devices remotely? Or you are logged in the web server, are you able to do the modification, do the changes, are you authorized or not? So first, if you want, or anyone or user want a network resources access via the remotely, so they will have to provide their authentication mechanism. On the behalf of the authentication, the authorization will be granted. It may be the document services, risk and countermeasures. So there is a lots of the risk are available, like you are accessing the remote network. So what are the risk and what are the countermeasures we will discuss. Okay. And also one more thing, at the time of the accessing, there is a required a policy for the restriction, and the upper team must have to define this policy for the restriction. So what is the policy? Which type of the policy can be implemented based on the users and the groups. Users means how many users will be allowed to access this resource, XYZ resource. Or you can see this is the drive. So which user can access this device remotely? Or the group, complete groups, like there is a one drive or there is a one folder, it is called cells folder. So all the cells group, all the member or all the users who are member of the cells group can access this cells folder. But there is another folder, it is the marketing folder, or it is the HR folder, it is the account folder. Account folder can be accessed by the account group. Marketing will be accessed by the marketing group. So no matter how many users inside the marketing group, if there is 100 user inside a single group, will able to access the authorized or allowed resource. So first, policy can be used based on the user and the group. Another is a time of day. What the other policy or the restriction? Time of the day. Time means your working hour is a working hour Monday to Friday. Okay, big days, Monday to Friday, and 3 to 5 only we have a link communication between the 3 to 5. So if any one of you want to access this resource, Before the 3 or after the 5, you will not allowed. So it is the based on the time. Privilege. Who is privilege? Privilege means providing the authorization, means are you privileged to access this meeting or access this resource. If you are privileged user, so you are most welcome, otherwise you will be restricted. Logging and auditing, another type of the things, like there is a lots of the users will connect to the network remotely, so there is a possibility what they are doing, they are how much time they were failed, and when they was allowed, and what the resource they have accessed. So it is necessary to do the auditing. Auditing means where you can identify all the type of the logs, and whether you will find out which user logged in and which user failed. And one more thing, manage the remote devices. So what are the remote devices? Remote devices will be considered like switch, router, these are the remote devices, or the server also. And also there is a PC or the computer. You can manage those devices, access those devices, and do the configuration, required configuration on those devices. Now the question is this, that's good. You are here in a Delhi, and here is a your office which is actually in a Hyderabad, okay? Or another office is a Chennai. I am just going to make the local in a India only, but there is a possibilities, one office having in a USA, one office having in a UK, there is a possibilities. Okay, so now the question is this, if there is some devices exist here, so how you can manage through the your branch office or the head office, how can you access those devices? Yes, there is a lots of the services are available, different protocol available, which is going to be make the connectivity between your USA and the Delhi connection. There is a two possibilities. One is use the private connection, means provide your own lease line. So if we talk about a single city, there is a possibilities you can use your own cabling. But when we talk about the different cities or the different countries, so where the private network is not possible, only you will have to use the public network because it is cost effective. So now if you are making the connection between your different or the remote connection, so how will you do the protection, and what are the protocol will be used when you are making the connection over the public, but it will be the private, it will be considered the private. This is called the tunneling, means creating a tunnel or the private network over the public connection. It is known as a tunneling. So there is some processes happened at the time of the sending data and later on receiving the data. It is called encapsulation and the decapsulation process. So of course encapsulation and decapsulation cannot be happened without protocol. So there is a protocols are used, these protocols known as a encapsulation protocol. So first protocol is a point-to-point protocol, or it is called triple P protocol. This is the very old protocol and used in a old time. So this is actually doing the encapsulation on the packet on the layer number 2. Okay, and this is working over the serial point-to-point links only. This is not secure because it is required another protocol for the security known as a IPSec. So this is working over the layer 2 point-to-point protocol, but there is also another protocol which is working over the layer number 3. It is called IP protocol, known as a generic routing encapsulation. Encapsulation means adding some headers to identify your packets. Like there is a lots of the traffic is going from a one location or the one road, but there is a some van, some traffic or some cars, four-wheelers having the flag of the BJP or the flag of the Congress party or the flag of the AAP party. So they will be considered with the help of their flags. So putting the flags over the car known as a encapsulation. Similar process happened over the packet. There is some type of the headers has been added. It is called encapsulation of the packets. This type of the headers adding over the layer number 3. So this is all supporting the point to point, means one device to another device. Other point to multi-point means one device to multi devices can be connected. Okay. So generic routing encapsulation happened on the independent or the data link network implementation. There is another type of the protocol which is used for creating a tunnel, but this time tunnel will be secure. So what is the meaning of the secure? Secure, all of us know when the encryption is used. So it is known as a secure. So encryption is used means key value is used and make the packet encrypt. So when all the packets like packet number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 packets having encrypted data, so this time they will go in a specific tunnel, or we can say this is a tunnel where all the encrypted data is traveling. And this tunnel or this encryption can be used by the IP security. It is called IPSec. Another type of the security can be used when the data is transferring or connecting one location to another device or another location remotely. Can be used such other type of the security when the data is transmitting over the network. One security is a transport layer security, TLS. We have discussed about the transport layer security, or the DTLS. DTLS used when the transport layer security implement over the UDP protocol. It is called a datagram TLS or the DTLS.